I'm Aaron Gallo.
I'm Marty Hogan.
And I'm Eric Berry.
And we're from the Starfleet Escape podcast. And you're listening to another great Four-Eyed Radio product. For more shows, check out foureyedradio.com.
It's your good pal Steve-O from the 4-Eye Radio Network. I'm here to talk to you about a wonderful designer we all know, Revenge Lover. Illustrates and designs that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, please visit revengelover.com. And just do yourself a favor and tell them Steve-O sent you. I know it really doesn't count for anything, but, I mean, come on. Who are you gonna trust? You gonna trust somebody else? No, you're gonna trust me, Steve-O. Because, face it, I'm awesome.
Who gives a shit what you believe? In 30 seconds, you'll be dead. Then I'll blow this place up and be home in time for cornflakes.
This is Geek Lazer.
Laser look on Twitter, and then I just got distracted by a girl I used to bang.
Welcome to episode 30 of the Geek Lazer motherfucking podcast, where if we don't talk about it, you shouldn't fucking care about it, because it's probably dumb. With us this week, as usual, we have, we're going to do this a little bit different. We're going to do Mr. Steve-O Mooney. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So this is three in a row for me right now?
Is it 4?
Well, it's 4. Did the one get posted? I'm not sure.
Yeah, everything's been posted.
Okay,
now.
so it's 4. So okay, I'm trucking along. I think when I hit 10 podcasts is that I'm on. I think it's official. I'm on the show.
Well, yeah, if you don't get kicked off before then,
or if you fire me. Do you fire people?
Not really. There was this one guy that I fired because we had a. So you know my jokes. You know how they're like horrible.
I think they're hilarious,
and
but
a lot of people are offended by them, and we get hate mail all the time.
Oh,
so he didn't like my jokes, and I asked him to leave.
On during a show?
No, not during a show.
That would have been gangster.
Yeah, right.
So I don't.
Okay.
I don't enjoy your jokes at all. And you're like, get the fuck out. He's like, fine, and he gets on his little trolley and takes off.
That would be great.
You would definitely need a door slamming soundtrack or sound effect there.
We need a soundboard too.
God, we need a soundboard.
And that sexy ear porn of a voice is Mr. Richard Dictate.
Hello.
Yeah.
Chocolate Rain.
Oh, yeah. I like to call him Tricky Dicky.
Tricky Dicky. So Chocolate Rain, you've mentioned this a couple times. Is that where it rains chocolate?
Well,
in the bedroom.
It's like chocolate. There's evidence that it rained at some point. Clearly it rained chocolate. There's a lot of chocolate rain in the bathroom. Like, I never catch it raining, but I know it looks like it rained chocolate.
You know, one time I had a lot of shitty Mexican food and had some chocolate rain.
Oh, was it one of the Bertos?
It was one of the Bertos.
One of the Bertos.
It was either the Philly or the
Juan Berto.
What's the other? Polibretos? Polibreto.
Oh, yeah, Polibreto.
For those of the people that don't live in Arizona.
Yeah.
There are Filibertos, Polibertos, Jimmy Bertos,
yeah, there's
Robbie Bertos.
So, do you guys know why they do that?
I heard that they were all Filibertos, and the health code shut them down and separated them.
Oh, okay.
Rumor.
Because there's a story I heard in Mexico. If there's a successful restaurant going or whatnot, someone will take a piece of that name and then build another restaurant to try to get their business, thinking it's like an offshoot. So that's why there's all so many, so there's Filibertos, Pablo Bertos or whatever, how many Bertos there is. But just because, something does successful, they try to, steal the part of that name to get some of the customer base.
I've seen in Mexico, a wannabe Starbucks there. There's no copyright laws there.
Oh, yeah, no copy laws at all. Yeah, man, we just... Look, you have Taco Bell, we have Taco. It's the same thing.
Taco well.
Taco well. You go in the well and you find your food, and then if you survive, you get to keep it. It's very complicated. Oh, we just lost all of our Hispanic listeners.
Yeah.
We're incrementally losing everybody.
Hey, man.
I am doing my job then. Okay.
You should get the tacos out of the well.
Who are you?
What?
You didn't introduce you.
My name is Zach. My name is Zach Zent, and I am the host of this lovely train wreck of a podcast.
I'm so glad there's lovely on the front of that now.
Yeah, I mean, just look at me.
Oh, you are.
I'm lovely.
Zach Zent will leave a dent.
Yeah.
Or
Zach,
he'll break girls' hearts. Which one?
Zach Zent, the marvelous gent.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to get a
Zach
monocle now.
Zent, the manly scent.
Zach Zent, not as good as Clark Kent.
Zach Zent will work for rent.
Suck dick for dope. I mean, work for rent. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you can suck a dick in my Taco well.
Taco well.
That's horrible, man.
Instead-
Tacos don't go in wells.
The mine do. It's the only thing I could afford.
If I get trapped in a well, I definitely want you guys to drop some Chipotle tacos down there. So
Chipotle tacos?
specifically
Specifically.
Chipotle tacos, because I am a Mexican food connoisseur.
What about Qdoba tacos?
They just don't hold up very well. I do love their soup, their sopa.
I like Qdoba.
Yeah,
I like their quesadillas better than Chipotle's.
Have you had their soup though?
I don't go to Qdoba for soup.
No, trust me, they have a really good little soup there. It's like a gumbo-ish.
I'm not a fucking scrub.
Where do you go for your soup?
I
The
like
soup
to,
store?
I like,
The soup store.
I like to thank everybody for coming to the Mexican podcast tonight.
Mexicast.
The Mexicast.
Too bad none of our target audience have internet connections in Mexico.
Speaking of target audience, nobody tweeted. I didn't see any tweets. Did you guys see any tweets?
I did not see a single
I don't have access
tweet.
to your Twitter.
Well, you could just check it, can't you?
Hashtags. You can just look for hashtags.
Yeah, I have to find your Twitter.
Geek Lazer. Hashtag Geek Lazer is the hashtag.
We're following the Arcade Bros.
Oh, okay,
I
that
think.
should be. I hope so. If not,
We should.
then
be.
again, do you know how many people like that, like follow that Arcade Bros? And I have no idea. As soon as my brother was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing this anymore," he left like everything, and I'm like, I have no idea how to log into web pages anymore. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just like, oh crap.
That's kind of my situation with the laser geeks. We have a bunch of laserites out there that listen to the show, but they don't tweet because they're probably stupid and have stupid faces.
Stupid faces.
Hashtag stupid faces.
The stupidest of faces. So send that's our hashtag of the week. Hashtag the stupidest of faces.
I like it.
It's
Spelled correctly.
It's a long one. Yeah, you have to be intelligent to use that hashtag.
Oh yeah, I can get service in my well.
I don't speak English.
I don't know why I'm going to keep using that voice tonight.
It's okay voice. I mean, you have better ones. Like what about Scooby? Like
Rare rum to Rocco well. Like Zoinks, man. Like I like Taco Well, man. It's like me, a bottomless pit.
there you go. And we have voices from Steve O'Mooney.
That's what they give me the big bucks for. By big bucks, I mean they don't beat me with sticks anymore.
That's a big buck.
Speaking of big bucks, so what's everyone been up to?
So that's my job here,
I know.
Mr. Steve O'Mooney.
Yes.
How was your week?
It's been good. I finally started playing some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. You let me borrow that, and it's good. You know, graphics are really crazy. You know, it's like I think I'm trying to remember the last Call of Duty game I played. The only concern I have right now, like, I love Kevin Spacey. I love that he's in the game. Biggest problem I'm having, though, is, like, every point. Now the game's been out for like a year now, so if I'm doing spoilers, I'll throw it out there. Spoilers now, but
who gives a fuck? Kevin
Spacey has a character he plays. His son dies, and you witness the death. You're pretty much there when the kid dies.
Yeah.
But every chance he gets to sit down with you and have a conversation is like, you remind me of my dead son. Like it's always like my dead son. I'm like, yeah, I was there.
Can you do a good Kevin Spacey?
I cannot do a good Kevin Spacey.
You know who does a great Kevin Spacey?
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey does a great.
I can do Christopher Walken making like, I have a dead son. He died in the war. It's crazy. His arm blew off. Your arm blew off. You get a robot arm. It's advanced. It's crazy. Atlas. Whatever. Great game.
They have warfare.
They have the warfare. It's weird. It's crazy. Oh, did I mention more cowbell? Oh.
Did you play any online?
I haven't played. It's very rare when I jump online. And the last time I jumped online, I think was maybe Modern Warfare 2.
I was fucking killer at that game.
And I literally, it was
like 16 at the time.
Basically, what happened to me is I would get the first 2 kills right off the bat in every match. But that would be it. I would never get any kills throughout the entire game.
Do you know your peak hand-eye coordination for males is 13?
Really?
I'm not joking. It's 13 for males. So we are all very much past our prime.
My hand coordination.
What about
13,
women?
I'll tell you where I was using that.
What about women?
You tell me, where were you using that?
Blasting off.
Like on a video game?
Yeah, just like blasting off into outer space.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's a good use of your hand and eyes. Giggity.
Giggity.
All right, so you played the Advanced Warfare. Now, that, for people who don't know, that's the new Call of Duty game.
Until Black Ops 3 comes out, I guess, this
Black Ops
fall
3.
or something like that.
Did you play any of that Alien Horde mode thing?
No, I haven't played any of that yet. There's a zombie.
Oh, yeah, zombies in that one.
It's like Zombie in Space or something like that. Is that it?
Well, no, wait. Fuck. Shit. I don't know. I'm not big in the Call of Duty games, but I think Call of Duty, was it Ghosts 2 that had the aliens?
Oh.
Well, there's only been one Ghost.
What kind of geeks are we?
Well, I think it was, okay, so there's been 2 games that came out on Xbox One. There's been Call of Duty Ghosts.
Yeah, Call of Duty
then
Ghosts in advance.
Okay, so Ghosts had the aliens.
Okay, I have not played that, and I have the game, too.
You're a bad nerd.
I am a bad nerd. Well, it's Call of Duty. Like me, it's like, to me, actually, I don't think Call of Duty is really a nerd game.
Wait, Ghost, you could actually like be a ghost, I think, in a prison.
Ooh.
I think there was a way that you could be a ghost in the prison.
I don't know.
In one of their little side games.
Well, I do know that they had the aliens, though. That was like the Alien Horde mode. That wasn't very good. I played that, but I haven't played. Yeah, I did play the new zombies in Advanced Warfare.
Okay,
because there's the train map.
I have not touched any of those yet.
There is a train map. No, I'm sorry. It's like a bus one, but you're at a train station and then you jump on a bus.
Okay.
Something like that.
Something like
that. And then you go to another area.
Yes, that is. What is that?
That's Advanced Warfare.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the best zombie one, I think.
I liked the OG.
Yeah,
you
because
could actually be the zombies too in that one.
What?
You could be the zombies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because they only had zombies in what? They had it in World at War.
Well, yeah,
was
that's
the first introduction of it?
That was
and then it
Nazi
was
zombies.
and then Black
Yeah.
and then it was Black Ops, the first Black Ops. I think they had zombies in it.
Yeah.
Did they
That
do
one
it in
was
Black
cool.
Ops 2? I didn't finish
that
Black
one
Ops 2.
You were in the. There was one map where you were like in the asylum, and then you had to turn on the power for all the areas.
Yes,
that one was pretty sick. I think that was probably the pinnacle of the zombies.
that was a fun. Yeah,
The Nazi zombies were pretty cool because they have all their swastikas and shit.
yeah. Now I want to like just get a group of people together.
Playing
And be like,
as a
let's-
zombie, I'm telling you, that was the best one that there was.
Are you Googling it?
That had to be advanced then, because I don't remember being able to play a zombie in Black Ops. But then again, I still have to finish Black Ops 2.
Try
God, I'm
Advanced
horrible.
Warfare Zombies. I didn't think it was like horrible, but I was a big fan of the other zombies in the Call of Duty.
I'll put it this way: you put zombies in anything, I'll play it. So,
Did you ever play? I think it was in Black Ops 1. It was like the Stones and Sticks multiplayer,
I think so. Yeah.
where you had like a hatchet and
Oh yeah,
yeah.
you had a.
There was 3 things. You had like a crossbow, a hatchet, and then you had your knife.
Right. I loved that game so much.
Yeah, that was a great multiplayer game.
You know, that they completely got that from the Counter-Strike mods.
Was it?
Yeah, because there was another one that was the gun game. Did you ever play the gun game?
In Counter-Strike, yeah.
They have it. They had it in that too. That was a game type in the Call of Duty.
Did you play one in the chamber?
Yeah, one in the chamber.
That was fun.
Yeah, it's so like it gets you. I'm on
yeah.
edge. I'm on edge when I'm playing those games.
Yeah, you're shitting your pants, man.
I'm literally pooping chocolate rain.
Chocolate fucking rain all day. So why do you call yourself Chocolate Rain?
I don't call myself Chocolate Rain.
Every
It's
time I
just
introduce you, you're like, yeah, I'm Chocolate Rain.
I just like that. I like to say Chocolate Rain. I don't know why it's the first thing that comes to mind.
Oh, well, you're the maker. You're the inventor of the Chocolate Rain.
That's my catchphrase. Chocolate Rain.
Good. Everyone's got to have a catchphrase. So you played Advanced Warfare.
Yes.
And so on a scale, I know you haven't beaten the game yet.
Yeah.
But so far from what you've played, how many boners does the Advanced Warfare give you?
Advanced Warfare so far, I would say about three huge boners.
Throbbing?
Out of 5, yeah.
Throbbing?
Climaxing
or about to climax?
About to climax. Okay. I like to see. I want to know where the story's going.
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued on that one. Already it's pulled me in a little bit more with more of its technology. It would have gotten maybe a little bit more boners, but to me it kind of feels like this was their retaliation for the people who left them to make Titanfall. And they're like, we got to make a game that's like this now. But then again, it's like the last Call of Duty game I played besides Ghost. I didn't even finish Black Ops 2.
I still can't believe you play the campaigns.
It's the only thing I'm good at.
Play the fucking multiplayer.
I'm not good at multiplayer.
Get your dick handed to you in a paper cup like the rest of us. Like that's how you.
I have done that multiple times in those games.
Yeah, that's the point.
Which is so weird because in other corridor, like if I played like Left 4 Dead or something like that, I'm like perfect in that thing.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead is dude. Valve makes some pretty good games.
I'm waiting. Okay, I want them to make a third one.
Half-Life.
Well, yeah, Half-Life 3. That'd be awesome.
Or are you talking about Left 4 Dead?
Left 4 Dead 3. But these are the characters. The characters from Zombieland.
That would be pretty sweet.
Ooh. Why don't they have a Zombieland game?
I don't know, because God hates you.
I am the voice of God, and I do not like you, Chocolate Rain. What?
Too chocolatey, not enough rain.
Fist bump.
He says fist bump.
It's like,
Yeah,
wait,
well,
what?
he doesn't have fists. He's God, so he just has to say fist bump.
Yeah,
Fist
I mean, the only
bump.
person you could technically fist bump is his son, and him and his son are on really good terms. Remember when he told me to die for everyone's sins? Take a look! Everyone's still sinning, asshole!
That's a good Jesus
Yeah, it's
impression.
Dad! Why'd I have to die for people's sins? Not now, I'm trying to get laid by a hooker.
And then, did you watch any anime this week?
No.
No anime?
No anime.
Any cool movies?
I'm trying to think. The last movie I saw was the Fantastic Four. I'm trying to think what I'm waiting on. If there's anything good.
You saw Ant-Man, right?
Yeah, I loved Ant-Man.
Okay, I want to still see that. I'm just going to wait till it goes to the dollar theaters. 'Cause
Well, actually, I wouldn't be too sure because Netflix just announced they're releasing Age of Ultron. Like September 8th or 9th is coming on Netflix already.
Nice.
Wow.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Ant-Man's going to make a, pop over there pretty
Ultron
soon too.
came out like 4 or 5 months ago, though.
Yeah, but I don't know when it's even coming out on like Blu-ray and DVD yet.
That's a good movie to be released on Netflix.
Yeah.
Well, Marvel did promise. There was that whole thing that happened. I don't know if you guys heard with Netflix. They did not renew their contract with Epix.
What's Epix?
Epix, I guess, is a movie distribution or whatnot. So they're losing a lot of stuff that's going to be leaving Netflix soon. But Marvel signed a contract with them saying they're going to produce new content every 6 months. So I don't know if that's not only including movies, television shows, or what else is going to be coming on.
Do more Daredevil.
Oh yeah, Daredevil's already
I
been.
want the Daredevil. That's such a good show. Well,
such a good
Netflix
show.
is putting out a lot of good original series. I watch Hulu more than I watch Netflix, but that's only because Hulu has the new releases of the anime. But,
Oh, that's true. I should start doing that.
Yeah, dude. Watch Gangsta.
Gangsta.
Watch Gangsta and God Eater. That's a
Eater.
good one I've been watching.
All right.
I mean, there's tons of animes. These are just ones that are currently airing.
Okay.
Those two are currently airing. Also, Tokyo Ghoul is fucking awesomely, disgustingly fucking awesome.
Okay.
That's like a horror anime.
Right up my alley. I don't know why I went to George Takei with that one. Oh my.
Well, because George Takei, he's Japanese, and anime is Japanese, and you're racist.
Hello. Hello. Oh my, that's delicious.
But I mean, if you want to get into some older animes, there's always the classics. There's like Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, oh, fucking love Brotherhood.
Yes. There's also the same guys who did Cowboy Bebop also made Samurai Champloo.
Yeah, I love that one.
And they made a new one called Space Dandy.
Yeah, I started. That was probably the last anime I started watching that, and then the bootleg thing started screwing up because I wasn't watching it on an actual thing.
It's on Hulu now.
Okay, so I'm going to start watching it then.
Yeah, Space Dandy's weird. It's just like this guy who's like a bounty hunter in space who's obsessed with tits. And
so they took my life and put it into space.
Yeah, exactly, because you're a bounty hunter.
I want to be.
I mean, well, you can hunt all different kinds of things.
If I was a bounty hunter, I'd be just like Dog.
You're bad. Why? No. No.
We need more Dog. We need more mullet sporting bounty hunters.
Okay, could you pull off a mullet though?
I think that not
you'd have
quite
to,
like Dog.
You'd have to straighten it.
I'd have to straighten it.
You look like you'd have curly hair.
No, curly mullets are pretty good. Curly on. I would want curly on the party on top, and then straight in the back.
Business in the back.
Business in the back. Straight.
Right. Okay, you do that. You do that.
Chocolate Rain, the Bounty Hunter, coming to TLC this fall.
TLC.
Why not? We canceled a bunch of other shows about pedophiles.
What?
Oh, well, was it Honey Boo Boo? Like the mom was dating a guy who molested her daughter or something like that, and then the show got canceled.
What?
Then the whole the 12 the people of so many kids or whatnot. The one guy was busted on Ashley Madison, and then he was diddling his sisters all throughout his life or something like that.
No, and one of the little boys was allegedly doing some stuff too, and
yeah.
That sounds like not some good stuff.
A lot of bad stuff. Not TLC. That's not what I think of when I
The
think of
Learning
TLC.
Channel. Learn what not to do in society.
TLC, touching little kids.
Oh, that's true.
Children.
Yeah, coming next
Nice
fall.
recovery.
Jared. Too soon?
Just
Yes.
Subway commercials. Non-stop
Just
Subway
non-stop
commercials.
Subway commercials. He's inspirational. He really is. Yeah. Lost a lot of weight, gained a lot of children.
Oh, so sad.
Mr. Richard Dictate.
That's me.
Mr. Beard.
That's me.
Mr. Wannabe Mullet.
Gonna have it. Gonna
Mr.
happen.
Soon Gonna Be a Bounty Hunter.
That's right.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
You got some stuff?
You know, not a whole lot. The only thing I really did between our last episode is I started a new TV series.
Series?
Series. Mr. Robot.
Like Senor Roboto?
Senor Roboto. No,
Senor Roboto.
no, this show, Mr. Robot, I'll rate it in a moment, but the only way I can really describe this movie, somebody, not movie, TV show, somebody told me to watch it. It's like Fight Club meets Dexter meets a hacker.
Was it Matt Robinson at work?
Matt Robinson.
You don't know him?
No.
Okay. Was it Adam Merritt?
It was.
He told you about Mr. Robot?
He was.
He told me about it too. I told him to go fuck himself.
Good TV show? Go fuck yourself.
Stop giving me recommendations that you think I'll like because you know me for years.
Stop trying to run my life.
you.
I'll watch what I want.
Flips a table and then leaves the room.
Man, stop making extremely articulate, good suggestions. I hate you.
Stop with your poignant movie references.
Why are you so well spoken?
Quit being like Netflix and recommending things I might like.
Why can't you be more like TiVo? Show me things that I have stored.
Why don't you tell me about stuff I already know about? That would help out.
Why don't you just play music like Napster used to for me?
So,
Anyhow.
Mr. Robot.
Yeah, Mr. Robot was a good TV show. It's on USA, surprisingly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I can do an Adam Merritt impersonation.
Ooh.
You ready?
Yes.
Predicated. That's it.
I don't get it.
Well, he says predicated a lot.
Does he?
Yeah. And he has a low voice.
He does have a low voice. Very low voice.
Predicated. All right, I'm sorry. Mr. Robot. Let's get on the track and the go.
The show is about a hacker that... He's kind of like a Robin Hood hacker.
Okay.
And it's got a lot of Fight Club, Dexter feelings to it. I don't want to give too much away, but...
Fight Club in what sense?
In the sense that it was secret society, anti-government, anti-consumerism.
Dexter in what sense?
In the fact that he's taking down bad guys.
Okay. Is there like an inner monologue like Dexter?
Yes, he talks to himself.
Sweet.
Because I believe he's schizophrenic.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So it's a good show.
It's a really good show. And I was surprised. It's on USA.
That's not a good show network.
It's not, but this is a good show. It's getting a lot of good ratings.
The closest thing that was like they had to being a good show was Burn Notice.
Yeah.
Never watched it.
That was okay for the first season.
Yeah, it was really good up until it got to a certain point where we're just like, just get your identity back already. Jeez, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, the only thing that really made the show at a certain point was just Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, this is like the 23rd dude you've killed, man. Like that said that.
Yeah.
We'll give you your identity back.
It's like, I can give your life back, Michael. You're like, great, things are looking up for Mike. And then it was just all like 3 seasons later, it's like, nothing seems to work out for this gentleman.
Exactly. So, Mr. Robot, USA.
It's got 9.1 ratings on IMDb.
That
Damn.
is a number.
9.1 out of 10.
Oh, out of 10. Okay.
Out of 10, yes.
That's pretty
Not
high.
ratings, 9.1 ratings.
That is a number, man. That's a fairly high number on the
That's a
scale.
pretty high number. But it's getting a lot of rave reviews right now, mostly from me and anybody that I walk by.
You just like walk by and be like, Mr. Robot, and people are like, oh, yeah!
Oh, I've been
You have,
taking
like,
the
a-
bus lately just so I could spread the word.
Spread
I've got a car.
Spread the good word of the robot.
Yeah, I just ride the bus and I'm like, hey, did you see Mr. Robot? And they're like, I was sleeping.
Yeah, why did you wake me? And why are you urinating on my leg?
I saw this picture.
Where are your pants,
I
sir?
saw this meme picture. It was like, if a woman has a problem with you masturbating, she either has intimacy issues with herself, B has intimacy issues with you, or C should sit somewhere else on the bus.
He's just sitting there like with his pants down, like throbbing in front of people's faces, like, check out Mr. Robot.
Watch Mr. Robot. Watch
It's on
Mr.
USA.
Robot.
Comes on Thursday nights at 7. Watch that shit.
Watch Mr. Robot.
Excuse me, I gotta go hit someone else on your row.
Yo, you like Dexter?
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Yeah.
Yo, you got a
Yeah,
television?
you better get off.
Don't look at me like that, driver.
Yeah. What did I tell you? Do not make eye contact. Do not make eye contact.
Don't break character. Don't break character.
Mr. Robot.
So let me rate it.
Okay,
Yes.
so on a scale of 0 boners to 5.
Oh, and Matrix. I would also mesh it with Matrix.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Matrix, Fight Club, Dexter.
Matrix, Fight Club, Dexter. What else? Is there drugs? Can you throw in a Breaking Bad?
Yep, drugs.
Yeah.
Tight.
There are drugs. It's got
Tight.
everything.
What about...
Zombies?
Does it have anime?
No. No.
Is there robots?
No, not yet. Maybe, though. There may be robots.
Is there a mister?
There's a mister.
What? Sounds crazy. So, if you were going to rate it 0 up to a maximum of 5 erect penises, where would it fall on the scale?
I'm going to go with 4.5 vibrators.
Ooh.
Now, hear me out.
Why?
Because they're robotic boners. See?
Why don't you just go like cyborg, like boner, like...
I wanted the realism.
Like Terminator bonus.
Realism.
You can't jerk off a vibrator.
Oh, you can in the future. It's going to be great. Ah! Mr. Robot!
It's going to be great.
I'll jerk off all over my nuns and
I'm sure Raider
mates.
tells us how great it's going to be.
Dude,
You're going to love it. You're going to love the
You are
future.
going to love it when he hits you in the face.
come back from the future.
You're going to love
I've
it.
come back from the future to tell you about penises.
Check out the robotic penis.
Look what it does. Get down!
Get to the robotic penis.
Ah, it's all over your face, neck, and chest.
So,
So
4.5 vibrators.
That's right.
No real penises.
No.
No fleshy
We're going to have the penis
boners.
enemy, the enemy of the penis.
The vibrator?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it just be another penis?
What?
Like
that
the
would be an
enemy
enemy, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's like the natural enemy. I mean, you have all these gay people now where they're the friends again stuff.
the friends again?
The friends again. The penises are friends again.
This is news to me. What?
That's with the gay people, and they have the friendly penises.
Oh, is that what they do? I don't know what they do.
No idea.
Oh, okay. I was like, really? I was like, what is this? Today in the gay community, apparently they're all friends again. So whip your dicks out and sword fight. Back to you, John.
That is a thing, man. They're friends again with their penises.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm not going to be friends again.
Nope. So, but for a straight man, the enemy.
Is the vibrator.
Well, no. It can be an accomplice. It can be an ally.
Yeah, because nothing can really
It
replace
can.
the real thing. Unless you're really bad in bed. Then anything can
Maybe
replace
it's
you.
your
Oh.
enemy.
Oh, I think we're on to something.
All right, so if you use it in a particular... Let me just instruct you. So what you do is you just shove it in places with your penis. So you take the vibrator.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Now hear me out.
Yeah, hear him out.
And you shove it in with your penis, and then stuff happens, and you're good to go.
Wait. Okay, hold on. I think you said jam the vibrator somewhere, anywhere, and then stick...
No, well, so like you have the place that you're putting your penis.
Got it.
Just put the vibrator in there as well.
Oh, okay. So I'd have to take the vibrator out of my ass.
No, just get 2 vibrators.
2 vibrators.
At least 2.
Why destroy your fun?
I don't understand why there's even any other holes around when I've got a vibrator in my ass.
You don't need anybody.
I don't need anybody.
You just need a vibrator in your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have those for your ass.
All right.
You might want to shut that off.
So that's pretty much all I've done all week.
And that's, what, vibrate your ass?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Robot.
That's where you got the name.
So yeah, that's, yeah, well, I'm going to start calling you Mr. Robot, Mr. Vibrating Ass Man.
Mr. Chocolate Rain Robot.
Yeah, he's like Mr. Chocolate Rain Robot to you.
That's Senor Mr.
Mr.
Chocolate Raino
Oh,
Robot.
well, he found it in the well.
Sometimes we throw vibrators down there.
We have to get the meat going again.
So,
What about you, Zach?
I didn't do anything this week except
All right.
play a bunch of new video games.
What?
Final Fantasy 14.
Oh,
It's the same game I've been playing. I didn't really do anything cool this week. I watched some anime, like I mentioned. I'm still, because like they're on a weekly basis. These animes I'm watching. Gangsta's getting really fucking crazy fucking crazy. It's good shit. Check it out. Still playing the Final Fantasy 14. I'm almost max level on that, and I'm really enjoying the art on Final Fantasy. It's pretty. The soundtrack's really good. They're putting in a lot of cool things. So one thing I want to talk about that was I thought was really interesting. So it was the 2-year anniversary of Final Fantasy 14 on the 23rd of August, right?
Oh,
so
wow.
last weekend? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the weekend before that.
yes.
Anyways, they started a quest chain for the anniversary where you did a couple things, and then like at the end of the quest. So spoilers, if you play Final Fantasy 14, you haven't done this. It's seasonal, so you have like fucking 2 days after this airs to actually do it. But it's not a big spoiler. So you would get so at the end of the quest, you would get transported to like another reality kind of thing where it was like the guys just straight up was like, "Is this a dream? Is this not real? Is this real? You don't know." But it was cool because at the end of it, they did a Final Fantasy version of what they call the 18th floor, which is the 18th floor is where all the developers are for Final Fantasy 14. And they had all the lead art director, the music director, the social networking guy, the marketing guy, the community director, the game director, Yoshida, I forget the rest of his name. And so they had all these characters, or all these people, as characters in the game that you could talk to and interact with through dialogue. And there was a lot of teasers to stuff that they're going to do later on in some expansions and future patches. And then at the end of it, it's just like, oh, is this a dream? Haha. And then you go back to Final Fantasy because they kind of have to keep it within the realm, you know, like they don't want to break the...
It is not dream.
Break the fourth wall there, you know.
Yeah.
But it was cool because they're like, you know, thank you for saving the realm and thank you for being with us for 2 years and going through all these adventures and you're the real hero and stuff. It was just it was a cool way to celebrate the anniversary. Then it gave you a couple little minions. So if you haven't done it yet, you get a little minion of this that new race chick, the Aura chick who has these horns. I forget her fucking name. Yugiri. You get a little Yugiri chick. And you get a little other dude guy. I can't remember, but you get little minions that you can summon.
Oh, cool!
And they follow you around, and they're cute and whatever. People collect them. But yeah, so that's what I did, and then I actually I took your recommendation, Senor Dicko, and I watched 2 episodes of The Last Man on Earth.
And what did you think?
I thought it wasn't the funniest show ever.
Really?
You said it was.
Oh, man.
I had some laughs. And the second episode I thought was way funnier than the first.
Yeah, it grows on you. Like scabies.
Like tumors.
Plague.
So,
You know.
It's like
Tapeworm.
it's like the tumors of comedy. It was good. I liked it. I liked this. I mean, the second episode where like he fucking shaves his beard. and the women kind of like gang up on him and it's just fucking so horrible that he marries that chick and then the hot fucking blonde chick shows up.
Yeah.
She's totally not into him at all.
The whole show goes like that, though. Like, things just keep going wrong for that guy the whole time. Like, oh, God, did that just happen to him? Just consistently.
Yeah. He gets... I mean, the whole thing was he just wanted to fucking have sex. And the chick was just so weird. She was like, you know, buy the books. And she didn't want... It's the end of the world. They're the last 2 people on the planet, and she will not let him park in a handicap spot. She's like, no, park somewhere else.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
says, I'm going to park a little closer, and drives into the fucking building.
Just drives into the fucking store. And then, like, you know, so then they're like, okay, yeah, let's fucking repopulate or whatever. And she's like, okay, great. I'm glad you finally want to repopulate with me. You have to marry me first.
Yeah.
And then they fucking get married. And then the worst part is she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna mama bear you. I'm gonna lick lick you like honey or whatever the fuck she says, like the weird animal shit. While she's on top of him. She's horrible. And then the noises she made, oh my god.
Yeah.
She was like, it was like a guttural like moan. It was weird. It was like, I was like, oh my Jesus.
Wait, don't we all do that?
Yeah, don't you make love like that? I usually like to throw in some chicken coos, like...
Not when anyone... I just go, Shazam! When I'm done.
I just do a lot of... I get a lisp. I get this weird lisp, breathing lisp while I'm doing it.
Usually after when I'm done, I'm just like, I can't believe you let me put my dick in you. What's wrong
Just
with
get
you?
really judgmental
Yeah,
about it.
what the hell's wrong with
God,
you?
you're
When
a
I'm done, I take
fucking
that
horrible
vibrator out of
person.
my ass.
Yeah.
And I
Do you ass to mouth the vibrator?
asked him out the vibrator.
Except it's your ass to her mouth.
She's like, I did not sign up for this, but he is chocolate rain, so
Love me some chocolate rain.
all over my face, neck, and chest.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
glad that parents don't know how to use the internet, nor do they use iPods or podcasts.
Dude, we all could be parents right here making this.
No, our parents.
Oh, my parents are. They've given up on me.
My grandma listens to the show.
Does she? Does she know how to work?
I love the chocolate rain.
She has.
I love that chocolate rain
My mom,
character.
all my family knows about the podcast. My grandfather's listened to my podcast. My family's pretty hip. My grandma is like 18 years older than my mom. My mom's 21 years older than me. So there's really not even like a 40-year difference between me and my grandma and grandpa. So they're in their 60s, you know?
Okay.
But yeah, they're hip. They're cool.
All right.
I think they just don't, though, because they listen to one and they're like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
This is horrible. I can't believe my grandson is putting this on the internet.
He's like, I'll make
We're
my own.
30 now.
What?
We're 30 now.
The podcast is 30.
Yes.
I'm 26.
Oh.
I'm not 30 yet.
Well, the podcast is 30.
The podcast is going to age a lot faster than all of us.
Yeah, right now
It's like Benjamin Button
I'm
in
1 year.
reverse.
I'm one older than the podcast.
It's just
right
normal
now.
aging. Oh, Benjamin Button in reverse.
I don't know what they're talking about with his ass-to-mouth dildo talk. Is he a robot or what?
A chocolate robot.
Chocolate robot? Is that a new thing?
Chocolate robot to mouth.
Can I get that? A chocolate robot to my mouth? That sounds delicious.
Barely just discovered Chinese food.
Well, those Chinese know how to make a good taco well.
All right, so, let's take a little break here and jump into some news.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Cannonball!
So it's a light news load this week. We're just slightly moist with a little dampening of news. Not a whole lot to talk about this week. PAX happened, but there wasn't a lot that came out of PAX for whatever reason. There's not a whole lot. They announced some new video games. So the first thing on the docket here is GameStop is actually taking a lot of pre-orders. Excuse me, not a lot of pre-orders. A lot of exclusives on some stuff. So they came out with a light blue PlayStation Vita that's only available purchasing through GameStop. Not Amazon, not Target, not Best Buy, just GameStop. And they also came out with a white, which actually looks pretty fucking cool. It's a white Xbox One controller, but the D-pad, so it's white and black primarily, and then the D-pad is shiny gold.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was so. That's going to be like a GameStop exclusive.
Yeah, so you can only purchase it at GameStop. So the Vita is going to run $200, which I can't believe Vitas are still fucking $200.
Yeah, it's been out for what, 3 years now?
Yeah, they need to drop it. And then the Xbox One controller is $64.99. Just a little excerpt here. So the controller, it's the new model that they came out with. So the Xbox One controller came out with a new model where they upgraded the headset jack to accommodate other gaming headphones. So this one will have that too. The right and left bumper buttons have been turned on, tuned for responsiveness, and the controller can receive firmware updates wirelessly instead of needing a USB cable plugged in. So it's all the new stuff. And then improved grip texture for more control and comfort.
Okay, so they're kind of doing what like the PS4 did, where like how they have the little grips on the bottom of the controller, like the little graphite thing. Because that's the first thing I noticed when I picked up the PlayStation 4 controller, how it has kind of like a grip to it now.
I didn't notice that. Is that new?
It was new when I got my. I'm guessing it's just what they did with the standard controllers now, instead of, because I know the Elite controller that'll be coming out like at the end of the year or whatnot has that thing to it.
The Xbox One controller?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that has all the configurable buttons and stuff like that, and they're removable.
Yeah.
It's also like $150 or something.
Yeah, they're doing like $149 for the controller, but then they're doing the new bundle system now, where they're doing the Elite system. They're calling it, which will be like $499, which will be a terabyte hard drive with the system, and then that controller comes with it.
Which, if you own an Xbox One already, it's kind of a bad deal because you can get a terabyte hard drive for like $100.
Well, yeah,
external. Mm-hmm. So that's not
actually. They have a 2 terabyte one that just came out exclusively for Xbox and 360. You can use it on both platforms. That's like I think $100 right now too.
Yeah, that's not bad. Actually, I saw there's like a fucking. I'm probably gonna get it for a backup. It's like a 4 terabyte hard drive for like $129 from Samsung.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a pretty fucking good deal.
But yeah, no, I do like the design of the controller. Now, I know a lot of the jokes have been coming out with the controller saying who wore it better, and they've showed a picture of the White Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and then the Xbox controller. But I didn't know about all those new features with it. Now, is this going to be when they release the controller, is it going to be one of those bundles where it's just is it the controller, or is it the controller with the battery pack and everything like that?
You know, I'm guessing it's going to be a controller and a battery pack because it's $64.99. So... And I think all of the controllers are coming with rechargeable battery packs.
Okay, that's a good move on them. Yeah.
Yeah, and because all the PS4 controllers are.
Yeah, that's why I thought was the only smart thing that
and they're $5 cheaper.
That PlayStation did that they kept with the PlayStation 3. They made a rechargeable controller.
Yeah, the only bad part is it's really only got like 6 to 8 hours of battery.
Yeah,
life.
it really doesn't have a big the Xbox One controllers hold a good amount of time. So even with the Wii. Motes and even the Wii U pad and stuff like that. Like, it's very rare where I have to oh shit, I got to plug it in or whatnot. But yeah, PlayStation.
Yeah.
Well, PlayStation doesn't have the turn-off feature, does it?
I don't know, but I just know I always am rotating between the two that I have in my living room, and then I have one for my computer. And after a good 5-6 hour gaming sesh of The Witcher 3 or playing Final Fantasy with a controller, it's low and it's gonna die soon. So I have to switch back. But that's not. I mean, I personally like the PS4 controllers a little bit better. It just feels pretty good. But the Xbox One controllers feel pretty good. If they just made more fucking Xbox video games, I might actually use mine.
I like how responsive the joysticks are. I like how responsive the joysticks are on the Xbox compared to the PlayStation. Yeah. The PlayStations just feel flimsy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's all personal preference. I think they're pretty solid though. But
all right, well, maybe I'll look into that one now when it comes to GameStop. Maybe that'll be the one exclusive thing I buy.
Next thing out of PAX is we have a very vague release date for Final Fantasy 15. I'll read the article here from Polygon. It says Final Fantasy 15 will be released sometime in 2016. Game director Hajime Tabata confirmed, I think he's the same guy who does all the Kingdom Hearts games too, which is cool. Confirmed during a panel at PAX Prime in Seattle today. Tabata said he wanted to clarify that the release window to fans after making the slightly vague comments about Final Fantasy 15's release dates at Gamescom earlier this month. That's not even more fucking vague. 2016. The game's been pushed back years already. Anyways, Tabata didn't have any more specifics about the game's release date, but announced that Square Enix's plans to hold a special event, quote, in March 2016 where the game's release date will be officially revealed.
Jesus.
Fuck yeah, Jesus. The director also offered a progress report on gameplay systems and features coming to Final Fantasy 15, which ranged from the game's various cameras to AI behavior, monsters, combat, and user interface. Those features were reportedly somewhere between 30% and 80% complete. So it's still fucking, I mean...
Wish I could do that at my job. Just be like, hey, Steve, did you get that stuff done today? Be like, I don't know. It's about 30%, 80% done. I might be done sometime in 2016. I'm like, can we start doing that kind of stuff in the real world? When you got my money? I don't know, sometime in 2016, man.
I'll have a meeting in about a week and I'll tell you when I think it'll be ready.
Yeah, right? No kidding. That's... But I guess when you're working on a game that is probably running anywhere from 800 to 1,000 people in the studio, there's a lot of shit going on. Plus, Final Fantasy games always take forever to come out.
Yeah.
They just do. Last release was 14. It initially released back in 2011, then pulled off shelves and re-released in 2012. Before that, it was Final Fantasy 13, which... I mean, that came out probably, what was it, 09? I
think it came out in 09, and then they had a sequel to it, which I was like, really? Was this what we're clamoring for? Because it was so great the first time around?
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, Final Fantasy 13 wasn't.
No, it's Final Fantasy 13, what I called it was Final Fantasy the tutorial.
One long tutorial.
It wasn't until like almost you were done with the game where it's like, oh, now go ahead and do what you want to do now. It's like you roam free, like, and you're like, okay, well, I either do a bunch of side missions or complete the game. This is awkward.
Yeah, I mean, 12 was great because that was a lot more open, and they had the hunt system, and you could go back to previous areas, but 13 was very, very linear.
Yeah, it was very, and I don't know why they did that with that game.
I'm a big fan of the Final Fantasy series, if you don't know that already, and I just love the series. But so 2016 we'll get Final Fantasy 15 unless they push it back, and 2017 for the 20th anniversary of Final Fantasy 7 we'll have a Final Fantasy 7 remake, which just talking about, I give it 5 boners already. Mm-hmm. No way, I'm not giving that game 5. That's my favorite game ever made by humans.
What about metahumans?
Metahumans, that's a different story.
Oh, okay.
Next, speaking of, well, not really. Anyway, so the next thing we have here, this is the last one I have, guys. So, Alien director Ridley Scott is already onto his next movie, a sequel to 2012's Prometheus, Empire Reports. In a feature about Scott's upcoming film adaptation of the novel The Martian, the director confirmed a return to the Alien universe where he's headed next. This is quote, I was starting to look for locations for my next movie, which is Prometheus 2, end quote, he said. Scott has spoken briefly about the project in the past, including an interview in last year with Yahoo, where he talked about wanting to move past the iconic alien creation with the first movie. The beast is done, he told the publication. Cooked. I got lucky with meeting H.R. Was it Geiger? All those years ago. It's very hard to repeat that. There's only so much snarling you can do. I think you've got to come back with something more interesting. So, I liked Prometheus.
Yeah.
Prometheus was really good, actually.
Yeah, it got a lot of fucking, it got a lot of flack, but I really enjoyed it.
I think they have those people who are really like hardcore fanboys and everything like that, and they're like, "Oh, this prequel couldn't have happened." Dude. Like everyone always comes up with all this like bullshit kind of nonsense, and I'm like, I just go, look, if you go into the movie and they really just like, if it really got it fucked up, and you kind of just walk out of the movie going like, what the fuck what did I just watch kind of thing?
Like Fantastic Four?
Yeah, then the movie did not do its job. But I walked out there going like, wow, really good fucking movie kind of thing. Like, oh, dude, I hopefully there's another one kind of thing,
Yeah, I saw it, actually, I was in the UK at the time, and it got an early release there before it was out in the States, and so I watched it like 3 times, just like over and over there. Mm-hmm. Before it came out. I was a big fan of Prometheus. Bought it on Blu-ray, which I don't buy a lot of movies nowadays, but I bought Prometheus. Yeah. Looks great on Blu-ray. Looked great in theaters. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah. Really gave a good what is it called? Prequel to the Alien movies.
Yeah, and I thought it was extremely interesting. I thought the whole I thought Whedon was a good villain. And then, of course, the actual, big, giant, white dude was, he was a pretty good villain, too. I thought it had enough jump scares, and I thought the CG was great, and it was a thriller,
Yeah.
Start to finish, it was like, what's going on here? Mm-hmm. Till the end, when you finally, see the birth of the first alien.
Yeah. Which makes you wonder how the second one's going to go now.
Well, it's not the first Alien, but I'm sorry, but that's the origin story of the aliens. Yeah. And, I don't know what's going to happen in the second one.
Now, you said some people consider this movie a letdown, which made me think, what is the biggest letdown movie that you've seen? I've got one queued up.
Let's see. I would have to. I'm trying to think. Biggest letdown. Oh, mine's really bizarre. Then it has nothing to do with sci-fi or anything like that. But a movie everyone raved about and thought it was the greatest movie ever. And then I finally sat down and watched it. It was all like, and I literally was just like, there's an hour and a half. I'm never going to get back. Oh, Napoleon fucking Dynamite.
Really?
I liked it.
Everyone raved about how great that movie was.
There was a lot of hype for that
and
movie.
I finally get to watch it, and I literally laughed once.
if you're not part of the zeitgeist of that movie, I think if I watched it today, I would not enjoy it as much. Or if I had never seen it and watched it today, there was a zeitgeist that surrounded that movie. I was also in high school when that movie came out, I think.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's like everybody who watched it was like my age. We were like right out of high school. I think it was like probably my first year of college, second year of college, something like that. And just like everyone's like, oh, it's the funniest movie I've ever seen. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. And then I watched it going like, and I was like, this is horrible.
Well, I can only imagine if you had to sit through all those catchphrases and then go watch the movie. That would be a little rough.
Yeah, and part of the zeitgeist of that movie is.
I'm pretty sure if someone's just like, here, watch Napoleon Dynamite, enjoy it, kind of thing, I probably would have liked it a lot better. But just the hype behind it was just kind of like, wow.
And
kind of like the same hype I got for episode 1. You know,
maybe it's because I was going to say episode. Well, no, actually, episode 1 I really enjoyed. No, because maybe it's because I have Final Fantasy on the brain. But I would say Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. I saw that in theaters when I was like 12. And I was very upset. Did you guys remember that?
Yeah, I do. And it sucked, too, because they had a really good cast.
For voice actors,
Voice acting was really well done, and the graphics alone was amazing at that time.
I was watching
but just like, movie. I think the problem was I think it was like, we just got introduced to like Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8.
Maybe. I think 10 was already out at that time.
But you're sitting there thinking like in that kind of a realm, and then you got this movie and you were kind of like, wow, this is so far removed from any Final Fantasy I've ever played that you were like, why didn't you just take like a story and like I would have been fine if they just literally were like, hey, remember the mages, with the black mages and everything what if they just did a medieval movie?
Yeah.
With Final Fantasy. I'm like, that I think would have been so much better.
There's 100 ideas that were better than that story. And it was just all this like weird alien spirits, and it was just a bunch of bullshit. It was no good.
Yeah, didn't like everyone die in that?
I think everyone except for like one character or something, yeah. I don't remember. I just remember it was extremely let down. So you got that one in the chamber, Dick?
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
How were you excited for that movie?
Well, because I read the book.
Yeah, I heard the book was really good.
The book is a really good book. It was an incredible book, and I went into watched the movie thinking, it's gonna be an adaptation of the book. And what I think happened is the creator, he or she, the author of the book, got all the money from the book. It's like, let's just make a movie. Who cares?
Yeah,
because it had nothing to do with the book.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
You know what's actually? I mean, at the expense of my manhood. Do you know what? There's a good series, the Hunger Games.
I read the entire series on my phone.
Actually, you know what? You're not really like hurting your manhood there.
No. I don't know, man. It's a female protagonist, and there's a lot of it addresses a lot of feminism.
Yeah,
well, that's just fine.
Love story.
Now, did you read? Did you read the books? Or
I did. I read the first 2.
Okay, and how does the movie stack up to it?
The movies are. There's a couple things that are different, but for. Generally speaking, they're good adaptations of the movie. Yeah.
Because Matthew on Socially Awkward, he's watched them all and he absolutely loves. I don't think he's ever read the books or whatnot, but he's like, yeah, I really like them and stuff like that. Me, on the other hand, I'm the black sheep of everybody. Watched the first movie with an ex-fiance and literally left the theater going, "What's the big deal?"
Yeah, I could see someone who would not be impressed by.
The problem I had with them though is I read all those books back to back. I couldn't put them down. And by the time the movie came out, I was like, great, the movie came out. It was a great movie. Then I had to wait like a couple of years for the next one, or it seemed like a couple
lost
years.
The steam.
And I lost the steam. So by then I forgot what the books were even the books.
Yeah.
So I haven't watched the second or the third one. Is the third one out yet?
Yeah, I think they have the second one came out and then the first part of the third one. I think the second part comes out this fall or something like that.
I think they have 2 movies out and there's a third coming out,
okay.
Right? I fucking forget.
Yeah, they have the first one, the second one, and they have Mockingjay Part 1 came out last year, and the second part's coming out this year, I believe.
But they're just so far apart that I've already forgotten the book.
Yeah, but what's her name? Lawrence Fisher?
No. What is her name?
Something Lawrence.
Boobies McGee or
Boobies McGee Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence, yeah.
Who's Lawrence Fisher? That's a
Do you
dude.
think? I think you're thinking of Lawrence Fishburne's.
Lawrence Fishburne
From The Matrix.
Yeah.
Morpheus.
Morpheus. Yep, he's Morpheus.
It's like Katniss. Katniss, take this pill. He just combined like 3 movies together. I'm so hungry for pills. What is this, Bill Cosby?
All right. So yeah, that's all I got for news. Anybody else have anything they want to bring to the El Tablo?
There's some quick stories that I found just with some gaming stuff that I thought was kind of hilarious. So apparently the mass production of the Metal Gear Solid 5 game, PlayStation decided to do a custom system for it.
The red one.
The red one. And they've already had a misspelling on the console, which has already been shipped to a bunch of places.
Yeah.
So when this console comes out, if you did not pre-order it, you might want to get your hands on it because it's probably going to be worth more. But apparently it was supposed to be part of the periodic table is one of the elements that is supposed to be on it, and they misspelled it instead of it being great. I'm going through all this other crappy news on here.
Well, that just released with the game last week, right?
So it just came out. Oh, it did come out already.
Yeah.
Oh, see, man, I'm so far behind
think.
with Metal Gear Solid. But yeah, this, I think I posted. Yeah, this story came out on August 30th.
I think the game came out on the 28th.
Okay, so yeah, so there was that, and then
Was that a Tuesday?
I think it was a Tuesday or whatnot. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. So there was the joke I made where it's like, Sony had one job, come on, kind of thing. It's like, how do you screw that up? And then, oh yeah, I have a gripe. I'm just going to throw this out. So PlayStation voting for the PlayStation Plus games, everything that's great and all stuff like that. But everybody who voted for that Grow Home, all of you can go fuck yourselves.
Did you play it?
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
It is an adventure game, right?
It's a piece of shit. That's what it is. You play as a basically, it's a robot in Tekken, like, not Tekken. Remember Virtual Fighter for the Sega Saturn?
Like the tree guy?
Yeah, it's like those kind of graphics. And you're running around collecting stupid shards of... I don't even fucking care. I'm just like...
because they're doing like... Okay, so they're taking the retro to the next generation. So they were doing like 8-bit, 16-bit... like retro-looking games, right?
Kind of,
and
yeah.
now they're doing like 64 PlayStation 1 generation of games that are retro. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're
that's
trying
what
to,
that is, right?
And they're trying to smooth out the... It's just fucking horrible. I do not like this robot. I wish I could drown it. Like, I'm like, free game. I want my money back. That's what I want.
Yeah, well, you pay for your Plus, so, I mean...
Well, no, I actually got a free thing when I got my PlayStation.
So you didn't even pay for it.
So yeah, no, I'm gonna renew my subscription probably in October. But like, other than that, I was like, I'd rather have played that fucking Viking zombie game. That looked more because like when you go to vote, which is kind of cool, it shows you a video, gives you a sign up, so you can actually try to check out. Oh, what do I want? Literally, I looked at home, like Grow Home, and I'm like, it doesn't. Like it doesn't. It's like a $7 game too. So I'm like, it just doesn't appeal to me at all. I want to play something that looks fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that like just go into Steam or Xbox One or PlayStation, and Steam always discounts their games severely. So, like, you know, there was this article I read where people will just buy a game purely because it's normally $40 and it's discounted down to $5. So
yeah, I've done that.
I'm guilty.
Yeah. And
I've
I don't know what this game is. I don't know if I'll ever play it, but fucking $5, man.
Well, not even that, but it even came down to it where like I have 3 copies of Borderlands 2 now just because of that Steam sale and
I think
everything.
I got that game too.
Yeah, so it's like I have it for the PC, I have it for my Xbox 360, and then I bought the Xbox One because I was just like, I want more stuff to play kind of thing. So it's just like,
it's a good game.
No, it's a great game.
Yeah.
I
never
Heist.
beat it. The Heist?
The Heist.
On PC?
Yep.
Are you a PC gamer?
I was, because I have an Alienware laptop. It stopped working. So now I'm not on Steam.
Oh, well, that sucks. You should get a new laptopo and play some video games.
Oh, you can get it in the Taco Well. You know.
Well, in order to do that, I'll have to pay my new rento first. I have my priorities.
El Rento is El Importuno.
Yeah.
So was Taco
That happened
Bell.
to me. That happened to me too. It's just like, oh, I get all this. Oh, that's right, rent.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing it smart. I spent some money on Magic the Gathering and didn't pay rent, and then I'm paying it on the 11th.
Oh.
1 day late. So I'm paying $25 late fee to get an advance on my rent.
I like it.
That's good. I can't do that because my rent's due on the 1st. So
Yeah, I got a little bit of leeway. The landlord likes me for some reason, even though I keep busting holes in walls in my
Mid-month
head.
rent. I like that.
Well, it's like it's due on the 1st, but there's no fees until the 11th.
That's nice.
Because he's cool. I've been here for a really long time too.
Oh, good.
So part of my new contract, I was paying it late a bunch, and then I think he just felt bad charging me late fees, and he was just like, let's just extend it. Like, you've been here for a really long time. I was here for like 18 months, signed a new lease, and then on that one I have till the 11th now. But anyways, that's not important.
I know, we just really got adult for a second. We're like, yeah, so I got to pay my bills on the 1st. Next week, how to renovate a house.
So tweet us on Geek Lazer,
Hashtag how to be an adult.
Yeah, how to be an adult.
All right.
Well, when you go grocery shopping,
you want to bring your coupons with you.
Definitely.
Fabric
And
bags.
make a list. And make sure you're not hungry when you go, because you might buy things you don't need.
I went to the store the other day to buy fucking just body wash. Just body wash. I was like, I'm 100% out.
Yeah.
I cannot cleanse my body in the shower tonight. I need the wash for the body. Went to the store. Came back with like a bunch of candy and fucking like a pound of just roast beef. And then not even like the cheap shit either. Like,
Yeah.
it was awful, man.
No, I know. It
Did you
always
get the body
happens.
wash?
I did get the body
Okay.
wash.
That would be the
Cool.
worst, though. Is
I
when
was super hungry, man.
he's
Not
just
a
sitting
good
there with
idea.
Twizzlers, like, yeah.
I didn't get any body wash, but look at all this roast beef I got.
I can rub the roast beef on me and clean my body with the beef. Then eat it.
Beef.
It's what's for dinner.
It's like Whataburger.
Beef. It's what's for dinner. Oh, this is not news, but it's something I'd like to bring up. Have you guys seen the commercial for KFC with fucking
Colonel Sanders?
Colonel Sanders? No, but it's Norm.
Norm McDonald.
Norm MacDonald is the new Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
What?
So weird.
No idea.
Because he said that there was an imposter. Daryl Hannah was an imposter.
Yeah. Yeah, on the commercial, he's
Yeah.
he's like, oh, that other guy is an imposter. I'm the real Colonel Sanders, and it's fucking Norm MacDonald.
Wow.
I was like, is that Norm?
It works really well.
Yeah, he does a great Colonel Sanders.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's done like some, I think, other fast food commercials in the past.
Well, he did Carl's Jr. Like,
Yeah.
he was the star. Like, the little mascot, he would do the voice for that.
Yeah, he's done some other stuff too. But yeah, he's not a noob to the whole, making money off of fast food joints by advertising for him. But I just thought it was weird that he was Colonel Sanders.
That's weird.
I don't know. Maybe KFC is trying to go. I don't know where they're trying to go with it.
I don't even know they have to go anywhere with it.
People need chicken.
Yeah,
People need
I mean,
chicken.
before their commercials were just all like, get a bucket for your family.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, when I was at the San
This is-
Diego Comic-Con,
This technically passes for mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
You should eat it.
at the San
Eat
Diego
it.
Comic-Con, it had all these Colonel Sanders statues randomly all over downtown San Diego, and they were broadcasting free Wi-Fi from these statues.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's
it was pretty
cool.
awesome.
I saw a lot of KFCs in Japan. Did you see them?
No.
Yeah, I have several pictures on my phone of KFCs in malls.
So at TGI Fridays.
I saw several Hooters.
We like the bird.
Why didn't I do that?
There was pictures. I have a picture of a sign of Hooters. It just says "Come for the hoot." That's it.
Did you go in?
I did not. But
Oh.
that's, I mean, a Hooters in Japan, I think the biggest cup size they have there is like a B, like a double B.
Oh, you like my double beef?
I believe that.
Yeah, there's not.
You come to Hooters?
Yeah, that is popular there though.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't McDonald's really big there for a bit?
Oh, there's tons of McDonald's
There's
there.
tons of McDonald's. Did you go to a maid cafe when you were there? Okay, I didn't either.
I did go to the Dr. Fish.
What's the Dr. Fish?
Dr. Fish. You take your feet off and you soak these in this little aquarium. And these fish eat all of your dead skin off of your feet.
Does it tickle?
It tickles. It's really weird. It's
That
really
sounds
weird.
Awesome.
I think we have a couple of those out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I want to do? I want to do one of those like sensory deprivation floating chamber
Oh,
things. Have you seen
yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah, they've got them here.
Have you done it?
No, but my girl keeps talking about them.
So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. But I have really bad tinnitus. So I have a constant ringing.
You can do music in there.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I might do that. I like sensory deprivation.
Yeah, I think I would. I think it'd be cool.
I want breathing deprivation when I'm in there too.
You just want to stop breathing?
For a little bit.
All right.
I mean, because it feels good.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
You ever choke yourself while you're masturbating?
No. You ever stick a vibrator in your asshole?
No.
Keistered a vibrator?
No.
You ever stuck any money in your prison pocket?
You ever dip your dick in a cup of hot coffee and got your cat to lick it off?
Oh.
Can't say I have.
Adam Merritt can.
All right.
Yeah, he has.
Adam for mayor.
No, that's a previous host, a guy who because of scheduling stuff had to stop recording with us. But that's his famous story that's on air.
Where he stick his dick in a hot cup of coffee.
He stuck his dick in a hot cup of coffee and then got his cat to lick it off.
Ouch.
Yeah, pussy's pussy, I guess.
Zing!
Episode 21, if you guys ever want to go back and listen to it. But we are fucking D the fuck rail. Anybody else got some news they want to bring to the table this week?
What was that?
My beard's... No, I don't got any news. The only news I got is my beard's grown just a little bit more since the last episode.
Woo!
Yeah, it looks great, too. It's fabulous.
Thank you.
Can I rub my fingers through it?
I hope so.
Do it.
Thank you. And then any news over here? No, Mr.
Not
Mooney?
that I know of.
All right. That is going to do it for Dirty 30, episode 30 of the Geek Lazer podcast. With us this week, as usual, we have Mr. Richard the Dictate.
Tweet us at... just tweet us Geek Lazer on Twitter if you're listening.
I think it's Geek Lazer Podcast. I'm going to check it real quick. And then we have...
Well, just hashtag Geek Lazer and we'll be able to find it.
If you hashtag the Geek Lazer, we will be able to find it. Yeah, that's a thing that'll happen. But with us again, we have Mr. Steve-O motherfucking Mooney.
Ooh.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
It's always somewhat of a pleasure. Sometimes,
It happens.
Most of the time, it's a pleasure.
Do it again.
It's just at Geek Lazer. And then, tweet us at Geek Lazer. The website should be up and running here. We're going to have a brand new website very shortly. And again, my name is Zach Zent, and you've just listened to the Geek Lazer podcast.
Bounce.
Hey, you'll listen to another show on the 4-Odd Radio Network. For more shows, you can go and check out 4oddradio.com. Alizé.